Alright, hello and welcome everyone to another game in the online World Cup. This time it's between Sweden and Italy. And we have Sweden Scorpion against Italy Lion. So here we have Siri with Kyuden Bayushi. Kind of aggressive, sort of slightly hand control-y deck with some denial mechanics like Stolen Breath. Few things to note here. That Policy Debate is the restricted list card. There's 3 calling in favors in this deck, which is probably going to be dead, but there's a lot of fine katanas, tools, clouds, court mask. There's a lot of attachments basically. And on the Lion side, we have a pretty standard Keeper of Earth Lion with Unicorn Splash, 2 Spoils of War, 2 Wayfinders, 3 Ambushers. Good stuff, basically. Charge, Censures, 1 Assassination, a lot of pumps, 3 Strengthening Numbers, 2 Sabotage, which is interesting. Hidden Moon Dojo can get discarded by that, for instance, if the Scorpion player becomes too greedy. Oh, and here we are already into the game. Hi, Kurohato. So, it's currently 3-2 to Sweden, so if Sweden manages to win this one, they have won this round against Italy, but if they lose, it's tied up to 3-3. Which is way too much stress than I can handle. Right, so we see a mulligan of 3 and 2 from the Dynasty side. Nothing too exciting. It's going to come down to how much covert the Scorpion player can put on the table, basically. And then if the Cloud of Minds manages to hit the Spirit Callers and such, I guess. Here we see Miyako. Oh, this is a pretty strong start from the Lion player against a Scorpion that does not run a Fate Worse Than Death. Finding Brawler is so good. Eric, the score is 3 to Sweden, 2 to Italy. And both player bid 5. It's very solid. So we are going to see the Brawler attack into here, and Miyako is going to get bowed unless extreme shenanigans happen. We could very well see a charge on the Honor General. Entirely possible. I kind of agree with you here, Hato, because Apprentice is basically something you want to see turn 1, possibly turn 2, and after turn 2 is a dead card. Let's keep in mind that the Lion player runs very many conflict characters. He runs 2 Anakatsu, 2 Reservists, 3 Wayfinders, and 3 Ambushers. So basically the full 10 conflict characters. I mean, opening Lion's Pride Brawler is still very strong against this type of Scorpion that doesn't have the, oh, I'm just gonna a Fate Worse Than Death you first action. Yes, Tactician's Apprentice can do a lot of work in this matchup because you can start applying pretty quick dishonor pressure on Kyuden Bayushi. And I know for a fact that Siri doesn't actually run duty in his list, so once he's down on honor, he's just down on honor. Which is, you know, always a bit scary. And we did see that Manicured Gardens is in Province 2. I think this should be Province 2. Or it might be this. Oh! Alright, so Midnight Revels. You should definitely trigger this and try and bow the Brawler. Do you have a ready for battle here as the Lion player? Oh, it appears that he does not. And a Katana goes down on Miyako. Very nice. Now he has to pump without actually doing anything with the pump. This stronghold is not enough to just bow anymore. That's a rough hit, actually. That's a pretty rough hit to do right now. So that's Yuri Noshiro. So I should definitely just pass here as a Scorpion player. Because currently he's not winning and he can't bow. That's actually a really strong opening. If he can get rid of the Spirit Caller, that would be great. I was kind of expecting the General Charge. We might see the General Charge now, but he should have saved the box for General Charge. Just to have the extra juice if needed. Because if he charges General, Lion's Pride Brawler is big enough to bow Miyako. And he does not. Now I imagine we're going to see Miyako attack into the Spirit Caller. Oh, it's Paul? Oh, I completely missed that. Thank you for setting me straight. You are correct. It is a political conflict with the Brawler. Yeah, that's rough. Then I definitely disagree with wasting box, because you still have a... Oh wait, you should definitely go... You should probably go water here. Military water on this province. If he charges in general, okay. Because you're still winning. Unless he puts in something else into that conflict. And you can also pull out instantly. Yeah, you should definitely do a military attack here. Probably on the Spirit Caller province. Number of ready for battle in the list. I don't know off the top of my head, but 3. So 3 ready for battle, 3 hand-to-hand, 3 court games, 3 charge, 2 censures, 3 Banzai, 1 assassination, 2 Legion of 1, and 3 Way of the Lion. So pumps galore for the Lion player. I still think it's definitely worth here to go for an attack and go for watering and go for a military attack. If you bait out the charge on defense, fine, you pull out. If you don't, you bow out the Wayfinder and force him to play another conflict character. And potentially you have a way of dishonoring Miyako to stand her up and defend again. Or attack again. Yeah, this looks about correct. Oh, political. If you have a court mask, why not? If you have a court mask, why the heck not? I still think potentially charging out baiting the charge on defense of the Honor General is pretty good. Okay, so we find Art of War. Right, and this indicates to me that Comebackman either has another conflict character in hand or a ready for battle. But I would have used the ready for battle to save the Brawler from Midnight Revels. We might potentially see a Court Mask here, or a Fan. Either is fine, but Court Mask is probably slightly better. Also, you might not want to be breaking this even though this is a Spirit Caller province, because you just give fuel to your opponent right now. And that's always scary. Oh! Oh! Okay. Alright, this is cool. Letters from the Daimyo. Oh wow, so he can potentially... Wow, if he has the Spies at Court. This is 4 cards he gets rid of. Court games is not going to be enough to prevent the break, but it is not enough to prevent the Spies at Court, which is fine, I think. I mean, if you have court games here as Siri, you definitely use it yourself, because then you use your Spies at Court to just wreck the hand of the Lion player. But this is fine. Yeah, win this. Oh, we see a reservist go down. That's neat. What do you bow? The Wayfinder or the reservist? Both? Maybe? No, I mean, not both, but yeah. That's actually silly of me. You can't bow both. But which one do you actually look for? I think you probably look for the reservist, because if you are going to get a second attack, the reservist could become big. From, for instance, Wayfinder sneaking in a firing. Spirit Caller is pretty bad turn 1, 2, 3, but just getting rid of a Spirit Caller is still pretty good in my book. Just knowing that it's gone. And are we going to see letters of the daimyo get used? We do not. Alright, so we're just gonna save letters from the daimyo for now. I do imagine that we are pretty much 100% going to see a charge here on the Honor General. So I think Revels might get busted here. Alright, so we see Kyuden Bayushi. Miyako stands up. Where is the Lion player going to go? Because I do honestly believe that the Lion player just has enough pumps to break whatever he wants this turn. Like, this military attack is going to be free pass to break whatever, basically. And it's going to be an Earth Ring, so he's trying to hammer in the hand advantage right now and swap to Dishonor Pressure, I think. Going for Revels. Are we going to see a defense here? I think a defense here, forcing... yeah, this is actually a bit rough. Do you defend here and hope that the Lion player starts spending cards so you can pull out? Oh, we do not. Alright. Intriguing. So this is basically a self-valve the other way instead. Having the ability to pull in Miyako, forcing him to spend more cards to break. Because a Banzai here and then charge on defense is actually pretty devastating for the Scorpion player. But we see the charge now. Do you not have any other pumps here? Because if you have any other pump here, I think you use them instead. Any other pump here would probably be better. And I think we're going to see a spoils. I mean, it looks like he's setting up a big spoils. Oh, and this is a very interesting thing here. Oh, so we do see Honor General trigger, and he thought about that for quite a while, and we see Kiriko to bow the Honor General, so he needs to spend more cards now. More cards to do stuff. If he doesn't have a Banzai, I mean, he can't use Legion of One anymore. If he doesn't have a Banzai exactly here, I think this is... Oh, this is actually pretty rough. Alright, so Peasant's Advice get discarded at random. I think this is fine. What kind of ring do you go here as as the Scorpion player, I think you actually have to go air. As much as it stings, I think you have to go air. Next turn is good to go void when you're first player to get rid of a Lion's Pride Brawler. The firing doesn't really do much on this board, so you want to go air. Just to give yourself that buffer. He has 0 money and he's on Keeper of Earth. You can break any province here, I think. Void is the wrong move right now. I really do feel that air is the right move in this situation. And you find meditations. Okay, so you're currently breaking. Alright, but Miyako is also going to leave 1 turn earlier. I think we're going to see hand-to-hands come down there. Yeah, hand-to-hand comes down. And I hope Siri has a Banzai here. I think another fine katana. Are we going to see another hand-to-hand? Yeah. Another hand-to-hand played. That's a decent point. You can go void now to have water available next turn, but oh, and we see so no actual pump that could have broken the meditations. That's rough. 1 fate removed from Lion's Pride Brawler though. Right, so favor goes to the Scorpion player, but only he kind of really wanted to break another one here. He kind of needed to break another one, and yeah, this is a bit of a wonky situation. Yeah, the Banzai would have been very sweet to play there too, because he had 0 fate. There was no way of stopping that breaking if you had the Banzai, so that sucks. Just the Banzai was missing. And here we see the Tactician's Apprentice kept, which is just indication that the Lion is going to start low bidding. Or at least bid less. On the other hand, now you can attack into meditations with Miyako safely. So, you know, that's nice. Soshi Awai? Aoi? I can't pronounce that properly. I apologize for butchering that name. Is discarded, and we see Takao and Outcast played. I think Outcast is a very reasonable character. And the Lion finds 2 apprentices. Oh, that's rough. In this situation, that's super rough. But they don't have much stats, so that's the thing at least. If he plays the apprentices, I mean, if he plays them naked, you're kind of okay with it, with taking it on the shin for 1 turn, right? And he doesn't, he plays the Spirit Caller. And do you play Takao here? At all? So the Spirit Caller is potential to get the Honor General in, but I have a strong feeling that we might see a Cloud of Mind from the Scorpion player. That's why the Yoga Outcast gets played. I mean, the Honor General is very good to Spirit Call, but if you just... I mean, we've seen 2 hand-to-hand gone already, so if he has a Cloud of Mind here, he should, even if he doesn't, he should definitely bid for it. So we do see a Massive Berserker played as well. So I'm guessing we're probably going to see like 4 to 5 or 4 to 4 or 3 to 5. I think the Scorpion player usually becomes quite careful of his bids after the first turn. We'll see. I think it's pretty ballsy to do a 5 bid, but it might pay out. It might pay out. I think the watering is super valid here, even if there's a ready for battle coming in. That's fine. Alright, so we do see a 4 bid from the Scorpion player, which is fine. So the hand disparity is actually pretty big because of the broken Art of War first round. But Scorpion should have Seeker of Air, so should have Secret Cache and other stuff to perhaps get back in this game. If he has found the Cloud of Mine, he should definitely play it before the conflict. It's so worth it to put it down on the Spirit Caller right now. He runs 2 though, so it's not too terribly big chance that he has found it. It would be really neat though. Clouding that Spirit Caller. Having it basically be a potato. And there's a lot of thinking going on. Sadako. Okay, so are we gonna see Miyako trigger? Yeah. Miyako triggers. What is going to get dishonored? Right, Spirit Caller gets dishonored. Yeah, if you can cloud the Spirit Caller now, that's huge. That's just extremely massive. You haven't missed much. You basically missed the Dynasty phase. Lion player playing a Spirit Caller. Scorpion is first player. About to, I guess, attack with Miyako onto Meditations. Probably political? I can say it be political. Yeah, political water with Miyako. Sounds fine on Meditations. And Sadako is brought as well. Yeah, seems fine. Right, goes into Meditations with Watering. I think the chances of a Ready for Battle is much higher this time. Much higher. But there's a decent chance that Letters from the Daimyo actually might discard the Ready for Battle, which is an interesting twist to the whole ordeal. Discarding Ready for Battle here would be actually a huge setback for the Lion player. Oh, it's chosen? Okay. Alright. But bringing Sadako kind of implies that he has Oh, okay, so Assassination gets played on Yogo Outcast, so no more possibility of Cloud the Mind, which sucks. He should have definitely played it if he had it. Oh yeah, okay. Thank you, Eric, for setting me straight. But he does run Spice at Court as well, so bringing Sadako into this fight kind of also implies that he has a Spice at Court. You definitely do it in the order of letters and then Spice, though. Because then he chooses to discard 2, and if he keeps the ready for battles, the spice is much more likely to hit. And also worth noting is that the Lion player can't really go for the Revels this turn, because he just bow. Okay, so are we going to see letters tossed? I think definitely letters should be tossed first. Are we going to see it? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Letters. Yes, letters. And then we're gonna see spice, maybe. Yeah, losing the whole board here is super rough for the Scorpion player. He is up a little bit on fate though, but what are you gonna do? So now it's on the Lion player to choose and discard 2 cards. See what he picks. Could be an indication of what else he has in his hand. Really rough about losing the Outcast here though to the one-off assassination in the Lion's deck. The one-off assassination. Oh well. Akuma and Akatsu in court games gets discarded. We do not see Spice at court, which is a bit rough. So we're pretty much guaranteed going to see Ready for Battle here. Oh! We don't see the Ready for Battle. Wow, that's huge. How can he bid 5 twice and not find a single Ready for Battle? That's massive. Alright, where are we gonna see the Berserker go? He goes for the favorable ground. And finds... Secret Cache, alright. Seeker of Air. And Secret Cache gets to look at some cards, that's good. What does the Lion run as the Stronghold promise? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to take a quick peek because we're getting that quite soon. Ancestral Lands. Or perhaps Pilgrimage, but I don't think so. Yeah, the Scorpion player basically just have to try and avoid getting broken twice this turn, and he's ahead in the race. Alright. And I imagine we're gonna see Siri pass here. First action. And then we might see a assassination. I think he runs 1. I can't remember. I'm not gonna look that up right now. But it's up to the Lion player to pump here. Just a Stronghold is not enough. He has to actually play a card. Or use the Spirit Collar. Okay, fine. It's no Hidden Moon Donjo, but it stings a little bit. You still pass here as the Scorpion player, I believe. Right, the Legion of 1 gets expended. Now I think it's the time to assassinate if you have it. and it's just we're waiting for the Scorpion player. Which, I mean, it's a pretty decent hand size here. Okay, so you're moving Miyako. I don't think you should ready Miyako in this situation. I think that's a mistake. I think it's nice to not lose the honor post if it's going to be broken anyway. But I don't think you should waste the ready on this. But because I'm pretty sure that the Lion player can just power through you anyway, and then you have nothing to attack back with. And the Lion player is just passing here. I think you're kind of... I mean, you're gonna have to suck it up that Secret Cache is broken. I don't think you should ready in this situation. Oh, no. He just literally has to use Stronghold here and still be breaking. Oh, that's awful. Why? Yeah, you just use Stronghold and he's still breaking. Oh. Oh. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And we see a little bit of lag from the Scorpion player. And this firing is going to re-honor the Spirit Caller, and then if he has a court games, he can actually break politically this turn as well, potentially. Oh, this is just all kinds of awkward. And spoils to draw cards. Why did you ready? Why? Why? You made him spend nothing. You wasted your Stronghold for his Stronghold. Your Stronghold is much superior. You should have just... If you're gonna move in, do it so just because you don't want to lose honor on a post. Honor General for the Spirit Caller. That's awful. I do not like that one bit. I think that's a wasted Stronghold trigger. 100% wasted Stronghold trigger. He could have readied it now and gone in attacking and forced the Spirit Caller to do something. Much better. Much superior. Force the Spirit Caller to either defend or... if you don't even have a conflict character now, I think that's just a straight up massive misplay. Alright. Okay. That's something. That's something. You have to... the problem is you have to go... You have to go Void here! You have to go Void here! Oh, man. You can't do this. You can't do this. You can't go air here. Because he just doesn't defend. Doesn't use Spirit Caller. Breaks you back. Yeah, and you find Pilgrimage. He breaks you back and then he voids off your Jimbo and you spent one fate for nothing. Alright, we see a Katana at least on the Yojimbo, so we are breaking Pilgrimage. Are we going to see Spirit Caller put in an Honor General? I think you don't, because you just go Void and kill the entire board. This Katana is wasted. And Ambusher is fine, that's just a small thing. Now he has to spend another card to actually break the Pilgrimage. You still have your Spirit Caller standing. This is so awful. He should not have used the Stronghold in that conflict. 2 reservists are gone, so both reservists are gone in the Lion list, but he runs 3 wayfinders and 3 ambushers as well, and 2 Anakatsus. 1 Anakatsu, 2 reservists, 1 wayfinder, and now 1 ambusher is gone. So he still has 2 wayfinders, 1 Anakatsu, and 2 ambushers left. This is just straight up awful. Straight up awful. You shouldn't have readied the Miyako in the previous conflict, and you can't even break. And you can't even break. And now he goes for the Void Ring. Now you don't even break. Yeah, you don't even break. The Lion breaks. You void out the Yojimbo because you wasted the fate on it because you went for the air ring instead of the Void Ring. Ah, so many poor decisions. Awful decision of the decision from the Scorpion player here. He's gonna lose the race because of this. This is Manicured Gardens for a Lion as well, so okay. How much would he have been? 4, 5, 6? He would have broken Gardens as well if he found Gardens instead of Pilgrimage. Ugh. Ugh. I am so upset. And another ambusher. God damn it. God damn it. That was just a massive misplay. You don't use your box in that situation. Ugh. Why? You could have forced a big defense on what? Oh, or you could have a guy ready to defend. Bad decision. I think that's a game-losing decision. The Spirit Quarter doesn't even have to be used, so next turn Honor General can be used. Next turn Anakatsu can be used. Both of the big hitters are still in the discard. You can have a Lion's Pride Brawler get used. Ah. You don't ready in that situation. Not when he just has to box to still bring you up to breaking. It's fine moving in to just have the not have the unopposed honor loss. That's fine, but you don't use the box to ready Miyako when you can use her for something way more better. I think there's just no way the Lion player loses now. I honestly think there's no world where the Lion player loses now. Oh, maybe with a flop like this, honestly, but yeah. I just don't see how the Lion player loses. Alibi Artist is pretty good here. You get to draw some cards. Takao is okay. Soshi is okay. If you find a Cloud the Mind, you have a real chance again. You actually have a real solid chance if you find a Cloud the Mind. But other than that, that's just poor play in general. Right, you have to play Alibi Artist, you have to play Takao, you have to put one fate on each. Next round is the round that stuff's gonna happen. Next round is the round where stuff is going to happen. You play a naked... Sorry, what? You play Soshi and bid 2. And nothing else. What? I agree with you, Hato. I also have several questions. I am confused. I don't even know if it... Okay. I don't even know if he runs from the shadows. I'm gonna have to check that. He doesn't even run from the shadows! You guys are wrong! He doesn't even run from the shadows. I am deeply confused right now to what's going on. Alright. So, some sanity is restored. We have Cloud the Mind on the Spirit Caller. Alright. We have Cloud the Mind go down on the Spirit Caller. I feel slightly better about everything right now. And here we go for Midnight Revels. So this is a proof that there's going to be a Ready for Battle. Because there's no way you go for Midnight Revels unless you have a Ready for Battle. There you go. Just so people know, like, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but as far as I'm aware, the Scorpion player is right now playing this game on an iPad in a hotel room in Brazil. So that may or may not have something to do with what's happening here. As in vacation, hot weather, possible drinks. Well, yeah, there's no way the Scorpion is gonna win this round because I don't think you can break politically against the Lion player in the first attack. I don't think there's anything in your hand that allows you to break politically against the Lion player on your first attack, and the Stronghold is Ancestral Lands, and you're definitely not gonna break Ancestral Lands politically. So, you have to break military, and then next turn when you're first, convert the entire friggin' board the Lion player has. And that's an overnight fan gone, so that's even less chance to break on political. There's a keeper coming in. I am extremely unimpressed with what's going on right now. I mean, just because lion is bad doesn't mean you can play like you totally disrespect the lion. Once you're in a position that you can, you know, slap the lion around, yes, okay, fine, disrespect the shit out of him, but you can't just disrespect him from the start. I mean, I think that's just a game-losing move last turn, what he did with the Miyako. I think that was just game-losing, basically, right there. If he was on the stronghold this turn, I can see him do it. I can honestly see him do it if he's on the stronghold this turn. If he has like double Yojimbo or something. That's totally doable. Double Yojimbo, convert these two, and force him to play like something big like an Anakatsu from his hand naked to deal with it. That would be that would be forcing a big investment from the Scorpion player. Not Scorpion player, the Lion player. And give you a decent chance for the next round. But playing it like this? Nah. I mean... No. The world has to stop disrespect Lion. If the world stops disrespecting Lion, they will realize that Lion is actually bad. But if you disrespect Lion, suddenly you end up in a situation where you go like, oh shit, what do I do now? He's actually going to destroy me. Yeah, you can't disrespect Lion. You actually have to practice against Lion. That's the point. Like you actually have to do it. Yeah. Okay, so one Yojimbo. Here comes the issue though. You lost the fan. Right? How are you gonna break political? You can't break pilgrimage. You have to go for manicure gardens. Oh, Darren is a troll. Everyone knows that. He's a complete troll. I am not sure. Alright, so you waste your military attack now. The Lion player can be 100% guaranteed safe and sound that you will not shatter his stronghold this turn. And why do you play the Yojimbo with one fate? He's just gonna go political and remove it. Again, you wasted a fate. You'd go 2 or nothing. 2 or nothing. 2 hand-to-hands are already gone. So I actually doubt we're gonna see the third. So 2 hand-to-hands are gone. What are you gonna do with Sadako? Defend? Wait, you intend to fire Sadako and defend? But what is the Lion going to do? Hold on. How much political pump can the Lion put in there? Anakatsu, okay. And that's it. Court games. Anakatsu and court games. Do you have your own court games? You do not. Alright, so Anakatsu and court games are actually quite a lot of political skill. And what is the stronghold? Sorry, I apologize. It's pilgrimage. Thank you for that point, Mirumoto Kai. One fate is not so bad if the box is pilgrimage. Yes, okay. So, basically, if he gets to fire the ring, it's over anyway. Cool. Some semblance of sanity restored. And you can't even break the gardens. Can't even break the gardens. And there's still 2 conflict characters in the Lion player's deck. 2 spores, 2 conflict characters. Okay. At least Sadaka can crack back political on gardens now. That's fine. That's a reasonable thing to do. Sadako defends, readies, goes back for manicured gardens. He has... okay, so that is the strengthening numbers being set up. That's just how it is. Is this enough? 3, 4, 5 to 7. And then court games. And that's it. Lion player wins on political break on stronghold due to court games. Cool. Yeah. Oh, wait, 2 is used. But you don't do this attack unless you have court games, right? So if you have tossed, if you have used 2 court, yeah, you have to have court games here to win. You have to have court games. You have to defend. Force him to play strengthening numbers. No, you defend. You defend. Yes, you defend. Force him to play the strengthening numbers. Then force him to show the court games. There's no attachment in the Lion player's deck. None. 0. Silch. Oh, wow, this is actually huge. The policy debate goes down. If this blocks the court games, this is it. It has to block the court games, though. He has to specifically realize that he has to pick the court games. Court games! Take away the court games! You have to take the court games! That's the only chance you have! Please, realize that you have to pick the court games. Please, for everything that is holy, realize that you have to pick the court games. Oh! Oh! Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay, I can breathe. Yeah, the bids are super ballsy, but let's not get into that. The Lion player cannot break the stronghold this turn. It is a physical impossibility. There's nothing in his deck that will give him enough power to break right now, except Anakatsu, which he cannot afford. Even if he should find it with Imperial Storehouse, all 3 court games are gone. There are no more political buff. A single Wayfinder or a single Ambusher is not enough to break. Thank goodness. Alright, so this Sadako will get readied and attack into Manicured Gardens, and will most likely break Manicured Gardens. Fine. This will probably be a air conflict. No, there is no captive audience. The entire splash is double spoils, triple Wayfinder, triple Ambusher. Okay. Okay, there is a chance. Hope yet lives. We might see the super duper mega covert turn from the Scorpion military next turn. Might see it. Alright, Pilgrim. Oh, this is now a very large board. I'm gonna try and... Yeah, here we go. And we should see Kudenbayushi here. Yes, and we should go for Manicured Gardens. Air. Come on. Come on. Yeah, court games it was the only way that the Lion player breaks, and all 3 court games are in fact gone. Alright, come on. Let's go for the air ring. Break Manicured Gardens. Yeah, come on, let's do this. Alright. We see the... a Wayfinder is not enough to stop it, I believe. No, and there we go, the break. Okay, so not going for the Dishonor victory. Just gonna bid 5 next turn, I guess. Favor stays. Okay. Still doable, still doable. Alright, there's a tiny sliver of hope. The Scorpion player may yet do this. That's not a great flip. That is in fact not a great flip at all. Huh. Yeah. I mean, the Scorpion could still be on have a Banzai. Actually, we're gonna have take a quick peek on how much potential skill it can have. So let's see, how many katanas are gone? All 3 katanas are gone. Political rival is gonna do diddly squat here. Another Yojimbo. Infiltrator tools, and he doesn't actually run Banzai. I think that's just it. I don't think there's a way he's breaking. I think the Scorpion player is just dead here. I think there's literally nothing he can do. So he needs exactly 7. So if there's no defenders at all, he breaks. A single defender is enough to stop the break. Yeah, let's just have a quick pick again in the Scorpion players list. It's Fire Madness is something. A single defender is not necessarily enough because of Fire Madness. Court Mask is another potential 2 skill, so he has to defend with a little bit more than that. Infiltrator tools are 3 that could go down. Another Yojimbo can come down. But yeah, basically what needs to happen is the Lion player needs to present 0 skill in this conflict. Yeah, but Infiltrator tools can only go on Shinobi. There's no Shinobi here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a glorious, glorious display last round to save Pilgrimage, but basically the only way the Scorpion wins here is if the Lion player somehow has a brain fart and doesn't defend at all. I mean, he can even charge! He has still a charge in hand, and there's no censure, no nothing! Like, there's just, like, you just charged in the unicorn and go, like, nice. Right? Alright, so Brawler defends. Alright, what did I say? I had a look at it, so Court Mask, that's 1 skill, and then Fire Madness, that's -1, and not -2. The Initiate defense as well, so he needs to... Oh, okay, Makoto comes in. Yeah, this is... It's just no way. It's just no way, right? Right, double Fire Madness, Makoto is 0. A single Court Mask, boom, that negates the Keeper Initiate. That's exactly enough to break. 2 Court Masks now since the Spirit Caller is there. Okay. Charge puts in Ivory Kingdom Unicorns, and that's it. He mathed it out. He literally just mathed it out. It is now impossible for the Scorpion player to break. It is now impossible for the Scorpion player to break. And there it is, the pass. I also think it's pretty much impossible for him to hold. Right, Ambusher goes down. Yeah, but like, we've only seen one way of the Lion. No Banzai. So, I mean, you just Banzai. and Way of the Lion, and then win. Right, solid point. You make a very compelling argument. He only drew 2. This, however, is still a massive amount of skill. This is just a whole lot of skill. And that's it. Yep. Alright, that's it. Lion wins. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. That's been the stream, so it's currently equalized. Italy versus Sweden is 3-3. The deciding game is going to come tomorrow. That's going to be a dragon versus crab match. Yay. I can't deal with the stress. It's too much. Someone help. Someone help. Yeah. That's just how it is. Again, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.